What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Oh man, the drama is completely out of control right now, man. I'm not sure how many of y'all know who Conway the Machine is, but he went on an Instagram rant just a couple days ago where he was basically telling all of the New York DJs that they need to get out the paint. All right, and this was a pretty controversial take because I feel like this is what a lot of people have been feeling. A lot of people have been feeling this way for about 20 years and ain't said nothing. So basically, Conway was saying, yo, everybody keep talking about what New York is, what New York ain't, what New York needs. But we really need all these old A mother effers to get out the paint. He said specifically, Funk Flex needs to be removed from Hot 97, which a lot of people have actually said over the years that his mantle is too strong. He's had this same slot. He's had this same responsibility to be the quote unquote person breaking artist. And he's not really doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? And let's be completely honest. Funk Flex is what, 60 years old, 55, 60 years old, something like that. Not to say that you can't have a place in the market, like you have to retire at a certain age. However, man, at that age, you should be passing the torch to somebody else. I do believe that, you know what I mean? Because you're not gonna be the same plugged in person. It don't matter how many clubs you go to, your ear is not gonna be as fresh as it was when you were 19, 25, or even 35. You feel me? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know what I mean? I think Funk Flex has made a name for himself as the nightlife guy, the nighttime, yeah, late night. I'm gonna break artists, I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna drop bombs all over the record. We're gonna have the freestyles and stuff like that, which I don't think he necessarily has to stop doing. But it's the slot that he takes up that creates so much responsibility, and there's no way that he can continue to uphold that same cultural impact as he gets older. So Conway was basically like, yo, I find it funny that y'all keep talking about all this New York, New York, New York, but you got Benny the Butcher, you got Conway the Machine, you got West Side Gun, and we don't never get no play on none of these New York stations. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Which I must say, I'm not in the tri-state area, so I wouldn't know, but I do find that to be a little bit fishy. You know what I'm saying? Because they are making authentically New York music, which is what they've been asking for such a long time. A lot of people have been talking about, oh man, you know, the problem with New York is that they got away from their roots. Well, you got three artists that are staying true to those roots, and they've been successful staying true to those roots. They have all the cosigns from the Jadakisses to the Jay-Z's to the Drakes to the everybody. Everybody is following and keeping up with what Griselda's doing. So for them not to even get played in their home state makes a little bit, definitely causes a side eye. So I understand where he's coming from. And they've modified their music a lot since they first came out. Now, when I first heard Griselda, I wasn't very crazy about them, not because they were not talented lyricists, but because their BPMs were just too slow for me. I was not a big fan of them using straight loops with no drums and just rapping over them. That's just not my flavor. I felt like, yo, if you're gonna do classic hip hop, then why are y'all not pulling from the roots of, like, you know, really what Mobb Deep did, or what really Nas was doing on Illmatic and It Was Written? Why y'all not pulling from the Pete Rocks? You know what I'm saying? It was like they were on another wave, which I can't be mad at the wave they were on. That was their wave, you know what I mean? But me personally, it wasn't an enjoyable listen for me. So over time, they started broadening it in their perspective. They started working with other producers. They got in with the Just Blazers. They got in with the Alchemist. They got in with Hit Boy, you know what I mean? Which I really thought was a great move, because Hit Boy has been on a tier of like blending old sounds with new sounds and making something that kind of pushes and elevates the sound of hip hop forward to where it's kind of nostalgic, but it still has the drums and the bass and the 808s that they want to hear in the new music. And when I heard Griselda artists getting on that type of music, I'm like, all right, bet this is a much more enjoyable style of hip hop for me. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just hear loops all the time. Like, matter of fact, most of the time I don't just like hearing loops. You know what I mean? That's one of my critiques of Alchemist. I feel like he's one of the most talented, you know what I'm saying, producers that we've had in the last 30 years of hip hop. But if I to be honest, I prefer old Alchemist beats over the new Alchemist beats. I prefer the old joints that he was producing for Mobb Deep, for Jadakiss, for Styles P, and those guys in the early to mid 2000s over what he's been doing lately. Now, he does have some joints every now and then that I'll be like, okay, this is, you know, that classic vintage Alk that I really enjoy. But, man, it's just my perspective, man. Everybody has a different perspective of hip-hop. Don't kill me for mine. Back to the DJs. I think that Conway is absolutely right. And I think that artists in every major city feel this way about the people at their radio stations. You know what I'm saying? Because you look and you see these people, you know, they become syndicated. They become, you know, household names, whatever. But it's like, to tell the truth, at a certain point, they're just basically going in, doing their job, phoning it in. They're not really as passionate about it as they used to be. It's no way that you can be, because all the people that you really cared about when everything was in the thick of it, they've gone on and done other things. So now you got to try to find interest in people that you don't know as much about. You got to go research them. You got to go find things that are interesting about them, which you still may enjoy to a certain degree, but it's still not that same level of passion. And you could tell from the interviews. You could tell from, I mean, just look at Flex when people go up there and freestyle, bro. He be texting. He be doing the whole selfie thing. You know what I mean? It's more about him than the actual artist. Then when he listens to him, he just be like making faces, and it just looks like a caricature. You know what I mean? The bombs ain't really getting dropped like that. The beats they be picking ain't really fly like that. The artists ain't coming and giving them top-notch bars. Every now and then you might get somebody who comes in and really takes it serious. But I think the overwhelming thing is, why would I go up here and give you my best bars if you're not even going to be paying attention while I'm rapping? I might as well go to the LA Leakers, where I know I'm going to get the response, I'm going to get the views, and I'm going to get the interaction with the actual DJs that I'm looking for. Or while you in New York, you go around the corner and go see Sway, where you're going to get the same results as you will with the LA Leakers, you know what I mean? Which, to be honest, if any of these personalities need somebody to study, y'all need to be looking at Sway. Sway has remained passionate. Sway has remained, you know what I'm saying, relevant. Sway has remained tapped in with the new generation, the old generation, and he continues to do a mixture of both. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he does it so well that at the same time that he's interviewing the newest artists that just dropped their first song last week, the next guest on his show may be an actor or an actress that's been in the film industry for 20 years promoting a new movie, and they'll have them sitting in the same room, and that actor will be like, yo, that was fire. You'll actually see it when the freestyle comes out. I think there's a lot of validity to what Conway was saying. Like I said, these guys have modified their music a lot to try and get more of a mainstream or commercial appeal to their music, not just catering to the underground Big Pun fans that haven't listened to anything else ever since then. You know what I mean? So I do feel where he's coming from, and I do agree with him in a lot of ways. Now, from the DJ perspective, I do understand that you put a lot of work in to get to that point, and you're not eager to give that up. I understand it, but that's why I also say you should be fostering in the new generation. Just because you bring in your protege or the person that's supposed to be your successor does not mean that you have to die out. It just means that you may modify or shift what you're currently doing to something else. And a lot of people have asked, why isn't Funk Flex like a program director or something like that? Why doesn't he have an office, like an actual job at the station at this point? Why is he not like the liaison between the street rappers and getting actual rotation? Not just getting played on Flex show, but rotation. He should have that type of position. He should want that type of position, because the music that he fell in love with and that he upholds and that he champions, where is it going to go? It can't survive if it's only getting played on Flex a couple times. But I want to know what y'all think, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments, man. Make sure you like and share this video. And I'm going to go ahead and show y'all Conway's actual video where he went on his own rant, let him speak for himself. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next video, man. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'm on my way to 2,000 subs, which I really appreciate. Everybody that's ever watched one of my videos, all the comments, whether they negative, positive, all the people that be mad, it does not matter. I appreciate y'all, okay? Much love and respect. Peace.
Like, New York, in my opinion, man, y'all got to get them old about the way, like Flex and them, man. You know what I mean? Them gatekeepers that y'all got up there, man, that's trying to dictate, like, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Good thing I don't need y'all. because if I needed y'all niggas to be fake stifling my growth, y'all don't play my shit. Sus One, you got on Wendy Williams show, nigga, on primetime TV, nigga, and like say it what you said. Flex, every chance you get, you said that. You got to stand on that, which you didn't like hit on us. Like I want to make that clear. Goof, you know what I'm saying? So what I told you when I sang it, like, oh, he ain't saying nothing wrong. Shit, that ain't his motion. He don't listen to that. But it's like, what do you listen to then, bro? It's clear what you listen to. You want to try the niggas who lit and popular in the club and, you know, all that. That's what y'all niggas do. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. We got to get rid of y'all niggas, man. Let some new, young, really tapped in with the streets, be the DJs and run that shit up there at Hot 97 and all that shit. And I love Hot 9. You know what I'm saying? All them up there, bro, everybody, like, I f with all that. Hot 97 love me. But, like Flex and just don't understand, like, what they be saying. Like, people really get on there and talk about me for it, man. When you know, nigga, not fucking with me anyway. Can we admit the facts? Point them out, bro.